probably gonna be like, yo, does this guy have any other shorts? This guy wears the same short. So what?
Me too.
Yo, who the hell be at home that wearing different shit all the time?
Yeah, unless you shop all the time.
You're a liar. So, new topic. First of all, welcome back. If this is your first time here, aka if you're the 11th person to subscribe.
The chosen one.
You've made it, my friend. 11 is a spiritual number, special number, so shout out to you. And if you're coming back, welcome back to the channel. My name is James, this is Jennifer. We should probably intro ourselves, right?
Oh, that's true.
Like every video, we don't even say who the fuck we are.
We just
They might think I'm Jen. What if they're not from America? Like they don't know like classic names and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like if you went to like India and someone's name was like Amardeep, like you wouldn't know. How would you know if that's a... That's why we don't get fucking subscribers. Anyways, you don't feel like it's mad far?
No, at least
one other thing, I realized something in all seriousness, not even to joke, but it's gonna be a kind of a joke. When you camera shy already?
No, I'm not.
Oh, I was gonna say, cause like in the car, I feel like every time I'm sitting, I'm like leaned back and relaxing. You're usually like a fucking axis point, like you would like a 90 degree and shit. And every time on the camera, your head always look bigger than mine. When we in the car, yeah, they probably think you mad big, and like little do they know, like when we're standing next to each other, you mad small compared to me.
Talk about big head. Remember when we measured our heads?
Yeah. We were having a competition over whose head is bigger. So I had a bigger head, but proportionally my shit was way more normal. Like her head size was max. So we took a tape measure and we did this and this.
And my head was close.
Like her head was close to mine. So it's like, yo, if you had my body, you wouldn't even look like you have a small head.
Please don't spin. My head is
no, I'm not
long,
spinning.
but it's not that big from the back.
That's pretty big.
Anyway.
Cheers. We're having Key Wests.
They're very good.
So there's a restaurant we went to and they had a drink called a Key West. It sounded like you were squeezing.
I was trying not to get the ice.
So the drink was actually really good because
Yeah.
she's terrible with drinks.
Yeah, I am.
Like she always wants a drink, but doesn't always wants a drink. But like she's like, oh, I want like to have a drink because we're out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to make it seem like you always want a drink. It's
Wait,
just like when you go to a restaurant, she doesn't drink like that.
I don't
either. I used to.
He drinks like every weekend.
But I think about it now. Every time I'm on camera, I feel like I'm drinking.
Yeah.
They're gonna think I'm a fucking alcoholic. But I really don't drink during the week or anything like that. Not really don't drink.
Doesn't.
I do not drink. I used to.
He doesn't.
A lot. But that was really good. So it's rum, mango juice, some bitters, honey, and lemon juice. Really good. And she knows I don't even drink cocktail. Like
and I usually always complain about my stuff.
Everything.
But
I'm looking at you, motherfucker, in the camera. Outside of cocktails. So anyways, we've already wasted 4 minutes of your time, so this is why we don't have subs. But we're gonna get it. Actually, you know what? Subs are coming in hot, bro. We got a lot of subs coming. Anyways, so the topic we wanted to discuss today. So we just finished watching The Bachelor, right? Yeah, it wasn't The Bachelor. Yeah, The Bachelor. And they say it every time. I feel like every season there's usually someone, the main person, whoever is the Bachelor and or Bachelorette, they usually say at the end, oh, I'm in love with two people at the same time. And they have to make the decision on who they want to get engaged to. I don't want to go down the whole engaged rant I had the other day, but I've realized something watching the show. All right, anyway, our topic at hand is, what is it like to love two people at the same time? Or can you actually love two people at the same time? Before we just get it, I just gotta say, getting engaged is fucking stupid as shit.
Mind you, we did that.
I got engaged. I proposed to her, whatever. But I don't know. Watching the show, like when he talks about, it, I'm like, bro, this is so stupid.
Because James was saying that you should just go from girlfriend and boyfriend to getting married.
Yeah, it's like, why do you need this?
And I was telling him, I'm like, well, to plan a wedding, unless you plan on like eloping or just having like a small wedding, you kind of have to plan like a year in advance. I would say minimum, because if you're doing less
but why you need to get engaged to do that?
Well, it's probably more like a waiting, like, oh, I'm gonna propose to you and wait for the wedding.
What? That's just so stupid.
It's like another level of commitment.
Let's just say if you and
to
I.
me, if you're a boyfriend and girlfriend, you could say like, oh, I see myself getting married, and you can never ask to get married. I feel like once you propose to someone, it's with the mindset that like within the next 2 years we should be getting married.
All right.
Where you could just say it as boyfriend and girlfriend, and it doesn't mean you're gonna do it. And I might just be waiting here for like 10 years as your boyfriend.
You could wait
or
for 10 years
girlfriend.
as a fiance.
No, because I feel like once you have the ring, you're like, so
right.
when are we? When you proposed, what was the next week? We were like, okay, so when should we get married?
Okay, so let me ask you a
I think
question.
that's the norm.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Okay, who cares what a lot of normal things are fucking stupid. So what I'm saying is, let's just say if you're in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, right? What if you went out and you booked a venue to get married in?
That's the thing though.
I don't know if he actually wants to marry me or not because I don't have a ring. Like, how dumb is that? Like, bro, like, we put a deposit down on a fucking venue. We're looking at caterers, flowers, all this shit. You obviously getting married. You don't need the whole, you don't need the ring. You don't need the whole.
You only have one ring?
Oh. Oh, no. How can we go on?
It's nice.
He is nice to have two. I'm sure it's nice to have 3 rings. Yeah, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, it's really stupid when you seriously think about it. Because he was like, oh, damn, I forgot how exactly he worded the phrase, but I'm like, oh yeah, engagement is really fucking dumb.
Yeah, I don't remember how he
like, it was so stupid because the way he said it was exactly what everyone says. And I just never thought about it. For some reason why I clicked so much in my head that I'm like, this is really fucking stupid.
I don't think
it's such stupid. It's stupid.
Because I think even when you proposed, something changed in our relationship.
Like, oh, he's serious. Well, I was serious when I asked you to be my girlfriend.
But you weren't as serious.
But you weren't serious at the time? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You were serious, but
I
it's
was
not
serious.
as serious. Remember, even talking about a proposal, like, we would talk about when's the right time. You weren't even, like, you were scared of marriage at one point. So I feel like the proposal, remember you were like, or not scared of marriage, you wanted to keep waiting.
I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like
that's how you know it wasn't that important to me. The waiting. I wanted to get married earlier.
Yeah, sure. I think the waiting is good.
If we got married back then, we probably have like 4 kids by now. Can you imagine? We waited a long time.
We didn't wait that long.
We were together for 5 years before we got married.
Yeah, but you proposed at like a normal time. I feel like we were like 3 years and a half. Because we had a year and a half of planning.
That's it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you proposed
I thought we were together
March
for long.
2020, and we got married September 2020.
What day in March?
3rd, I think it was.
You don't know? Wow, that's crazy. You don't
It's
remember?
the 3rd.
You don't remember? Then why you ask me if you don't know?
I'm asking you what day. What? He does.
It was the 3rd?
He was so embarrassed. Remember, you were like,
yo, bro, that shit was. So here's my thinking. So we're gonna make a long story short. I'm not gonna get into it.
yeah,
But Jen was having like an episode kind of thing, not like a short episode. It was like a whatever. It was this whole thing.
I was having anxiety.
She was having really bad anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured. So we already had this vacation booked prior to this whole thing kind of jumping off. So we had went, and Jen still wasn't in the best headspace or whatever it was, and I had wanted to wait for like an opportune moment, and I kind of had in my head what I wanted to do it. So I had the ring in my pocket. Oh, I gotta tell him about the fucking dude. Oh my god, at the airport when we landed.
Maybe that should be like a whole other conversation.
That's just a whole other conversation.
If you start with the bachelor.
Yeah, we so off track right now. Whatever, I was just really nervous, and I just did it the first day, like before we went to dinner, and I was like, I had the whole thing. I had it memorized in my head, and then when I went to do it, I was like, yeah, right. I don't remember what I just drew like a complete blank. Like I got down on my knee like mad late. I was just all fucked up. It was so weird. I don't know why either. Cause I'm usually like comfortable with mad shit, and I was for some reason why with that I don't know. It was funny. It was like my vows too.
But he did go with his vows because in our wedding I was
I couldn't even talk.
Yeah, but you
because I was fighting to cry. So
yeah, he was going like this.
I was like, yo, like I don't know why. And mind you, it's like she knows, like in front of a crowd, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll talk in front of anybody. I do not care at all. And for some reason, why just being up there at that moment, I guess probably because, like I always say, like what I'm thinking or I'm feeling, but that's like way more than just
Yeah,
you know,
everybody's listening.
Because I could talk shit like a motherfucker to
Yes, you
everybody,
can.
but then I guess in that regard,
It's different.
but it's not like I don't say how I feel about things. I do like
I
I
guess
can.
this is like you're professing your love. In
Was I?
in front of mad people. Yeah, it's just like a weird. I was crying the whole time through my vow, but
Yeah, you cry. It's hard not to cry.
yeah, it's a very overwhelming feeling.
I can only imagine what the hell. Oh, we have. Remember we reread them?
Oh yeah, we reread
We should
them
do that again.
like months ago, and we're like, oh, but it felt different now because we have a kid and like so much has happened.
Oh, it's a whole different world now.
Yeah,
Whole different world.
but
So.
going back to the bachelor.
Okay, so remember that topic?
11 minutes in.
Yo, we could just talk, bro. We're like fucking Jabba Jaws, dude. We don't shut up. So, anyways,
The Bachelor.
The Bachelor. Can you love two people at the same
James
time?
doesn't think you can.
I don't
That's what you
think.
said.
I don't think fully, and I honestly think that. Damn, now my feet got cold. Yo, this house is like so annoying right now. I feel as though you can have strong feelings for two people.
Yeah.
Especially, here's the thing though. So I want to kind of throw this out there just to say, a lot of the time, I don't think a lot of people realize like how few men get a lot of girls, and I think that plays a role into the show. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, like not saying like, you know, some of them seem kind of cool, and then most of them,
Girls.
the guys, most of them are like objectively handsome dudes,
Yeah.
right? But yet and still, you don't have tons of girls like on
Not
your
at
shit,
once.
right? Or at least like trying to,
Yeah.
even if they're portraying
and some of them
that.
are thirsty.
Some of them are
so
thirsty as
that's
fuck.
the
But I
other
think they
thing.
usually weed them out anyway. But what I'm trying to get at is not that many. Like, there's really not many guys that have that many options, unless you're like famous or a celebrity. You have like tons of girls like in your DMs or whatever.
Yeah.
Like other than that, most people don't have that many options. So at the end of the day, you're going through this whole show, and now you have two very attractive women, right? So it just makes it easier for you to like be in love with them, or pretend like, or think you're in love with them because you're like, oh, they're both really into me. We both cry together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So you think it's like this whole real thing, but I think you have to go through. Like they have like what they call tough conversations. I'm like, bro, this is like first date shit. I can get this out the way real quick.
Yeah, I don't think it's that deep.
You like, I don't think anything they've ever talked about was like all that. They're like they'll say like a sad story or something like that. But like, I feel like how bad is that? Because remember like we talked about it. They always do it on The Voice and shit like that. Fuck that stupid show.
Well, I like it. James doesn't like that show.
Because I think it's just like you try to like, well, how does everyone have like this thing?
So I tell James.
Nobody like everybody like everyone like makes
I know,
it
there's always an
this
issue.
big like. Here's the thing. So like I got made fun of for being fat, right? When I was younger, and it's like if they ask me like, oh, what was your bad thing? Like I guess like you could say like I low key got bullied for being fat, but like I can't even imagine myself being like, you know, what just really helped me get drawn to singing is just when I was young, I just got called fat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do, like, you sound like a bitch, but like all these people have like these bullshit ass problems, and they make them out so big. I'm not saying that they don't exist, but like you give it mad emphasis.
I don't think that.
Like if they came to me and they were like, "Oh, give us your sob story because we need one for the show," I'd be like, "I don't got nothing."
I could say stuff.
Yeah, people could say a lot of things, but I think like sometimes it's just like, could we just move the fuck on? Like people be talking about all like there was the one bitch on The Bachelorette. The girl had a fucking ear implant. Oh my god, every fucking conversation. Oh, can you know my ear implant? My fucking ear, my ear. And she's like, what? My ear. Let's stay in this one. Tell me not. The whole season, bitch is just talking about. Look, pull my hair
No,
back.
I think there's
Tell
a
me
difference.
not.
I think for me, I like to see that people have a story because
Yeah, everybody got a story.
exactly, and that's how you relate to people. If they come off genuine in their story, then you might be like, oh, I went through something similar, or you feel for them, or whatever, and that kind of opens a door to like connecting with them through the screen. So if you never gave me a story and you just talked, I'd probably be like, okay, like what are you about?
Yeah, but I
so,
didn't give you like a whole story.
What would
And
you
you
say?
married me.
You did it. We talked a lot in the beginning.
Yeah, but like what like story did I give you like that?
But you don't really have like a crazy the fat. And that's it, yeah.
Yeah, because nothing else was that big.
But I feel like we had more conversations than than stories, and that kind of show your view and stuff.
Right, which is
but you're not having that with somebody on TV.
Which is clearly
that's a back and forth.
For Bachelorette, they should be having conversations.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying no. That I understand. With the Bachelor, I do think that they do the most with trying to like, okay, we're just gonna cry together in this episode.
I need you to be vulnerable.
Yeah, so that this connection could appear very strong.
I put my walls down. I just have these walls up.
Yeah, to me, it's like being vulnerable doesn't mean shit either, because people be vulnerable and then they want you to be reassuring them every other minute. So I think that's a whole other thing. Like, being vulnerable doesn't mean you're gonna be healthy in a relationship.
And people
like,
are so stupid anyway. Because realistically, like, to me, I feel like that's the dumbest thing also, because when you think about it, you want to say, okay, so I have my walls up and I don't want to be vulnerable because I got hurt before, right? But if you in this whole thing trying to find love or whatever it is, you might as well throw them bitches down, throw the vulnerability out the window, and find out in the first week or two, as opposed to going, oh, let me sit this whole thing out to like really fall in love with this guy, and then he tells me, nah, you ain't getting a rose, bitch, and then you out here looking stupid, right? As opposed to like, because to me, I just feel like that means you're just hiding who you are, and it's like, what's the point? Like,
well, why not just some people go on the show for the fame too?
Nah, I agree, but you're not gonna. I don't know, like, how you gonna get famous off keeping your walls up?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand the whole point of it. Same thing with dating too. And like, I don't know how many girls I've talked to, and they're like, even like in real life too, like girls I've spoken to. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just not vulnerable. I've been hurt. It's like, okay, you might get hurt again. What the fuck you gonna do? They just sit here wasting mad time, like mad worried about shit. And so it might happen. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, but I think that's because of how you've grown up. Not how you've grown up, how you are as a person. You see that different.
Yeah, people need to fucking.
Because it's not easy to just
people need to come to my
snap
level.
Out of it.
People need to come to my level. Yeah, what are you holding on to?
Your past.
Like, two girls broke my heart before we gonna do. Well, one girl broke my heart, but I haven't mended the wounds. Yo, don't pat me like I'm a dog, right?
Anyways, so we didn't even answer the question, the love thing. Oh, so James, I don't think that you can love two people at the same time, but I can see you being stuck because if you're like, damn, these are two good fits in my life. Which one's the best one?
And then what are you gonna do? How are you gonna decide? Go ahead, say it.
The one that you love more.
No, I was gonna like if it's equal. I was gonna say if it's equal, you going all looks every day. If you have two people who are like, wow, I really love both these people, they're so amazing, I'm gonna pick the one I'm more attracted to. Even if they're both attractive, you're gonna pick the one you're more attracted to.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, because I feel like in the past, if I had like a boo, right? If I was talking to, let's say, two guys.
Ooh.
Usually I had one that I leaned towards a little bit more. With James, once we started talking, you were basically the only one, so that was different. But I feel like you always naturally.
You're not basically the only one.
Basically.
Alright, graho head, fuck out of here.
But anyways,
now you stuck.
I feel like you always lean towards one person. So I do think that you can't possibly love two people. But I will say, in not Grant's defense, because it's not a good thing, but he sucked at making decisions. Like, I don't think he was prepared to go on the show.
But I think he was honest.
He was honest, but I think he was too good, like too nice, where like he couldn't make a decision because he didn't want to hurt people. So it was like he would drag them until he basically was forced against the wall to like decide something. Mm-hmm. And then at that point, you saw Latia was ripping him apart.
Come on now. Bitch spoke like a fucking country, like a Bible white girl the whole time, and all of a sudden this country.
Yeah, it came out at the end.
Yeah, this fucking draws came out. Like, bitch, you from Hawaii.
Come on, man.
Come on now, Grant. Oh, come on now. Give me some grits. Like, what? Why?
But yeah, so we think that you can.
No, we don't.
You can't love.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't know if I'd go by the looks. I don't think I would. If I had two guys.
So who would you pick?
I pick the one I gravitate towards more.
No, you love them equally.
I don't think you do. You might have similar situations.
It's impossible,
like, I live close to both of them. Or we laugh together.
He live up the block. I think I'm gonna go with this guy.
No, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't trying to travel.
You can have those commonalities, but I feel like you're always gonna have one thing where you're like, this one person is pulling me a little more over here. I don't think that it's split equally. Or it could be that maybe he likes the prettier one. He wishes the prettier one pulled him more to one side. You get what I mean?
Maybe you could say that too.
Where it's like, why do I have a better relationship with the one that's like not so pretty? Because that's the thing too. I feel like a lot of people in the world, they like to think they're not as shallow as they are.
Nah, you got that flip shallow. 100%.
Because
people need to stop. Nah, man. I hate.
Like, even when love is
oh my
blind.
god, I hate when people say that. Oh, looks don't bother me. It's like, yeah, they do, yo.
Yeah.
You're such a liar.
I wouldn't say that I needed you to be like.
But you got, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
strike a pose. You know what I'm saying?
But I wasn't dating with the intention that it's like I need the best looking man in the world. You know, it was
But
like
you got.
yeah, but that wasn't the immediate thought of like that's what I'm looking for. But I wasn't looking for no ugly guy either because like I need to be attracted to you. But I feel like with Love Is Blind, they're always like, yeah, you know, love is blind because I fell in love through the what is
and
it?
then and then once they all meet, they go.
It all falls through.
Right, and they're all like, and they go like this. They're like,
and they have to kiss him.
and then the one of them is like, "You're so big, stupid simp guy. Like, you're so beautiful," and she's like, and that bitch is in her head like, "Fuck."
Yeah, I feel like that is
The worst thing too, though. Honestly, I think what they should do, in all seriousness, I'm gonna just say it because it has to be said. You can remove looks and weight, but I think height wise they gotta figure something out.
why
Because
the guy
just in all honesty, like you can see it on every girl's face that once a guy is like not even shorter, but like even equal or an inch above, I think
They
girls
get
are just
turned
like,
off. I would be a little turned off, but it's
Not-
also because I'm short. But, yeah, I think that's bullshit though. When they say that, oh yeah, this is like that's the person I want to marry, and then they meet and suddenly they come up with this like extensive lie about why they
As opposed to
are
being
no
like-
longer in like why they're no longer working, and it's like no, it's just you were not attracted to them.
They just say, I think they're ugly. That's it. I thought they were a great
There's anything
person.
wrong with that. But I think it's either looks and also like people love to like paint themselves a certain way through the pods. I feel like that shit is mad easy because if I went on the show, I'd probably be like, you know what response somebody wants to hear. That doesn't take a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people give the other person the response that they feel that person needs to hear to get through into like, you know, the potential of being engaged, and then they probably like, oh, maybe we'll get married, and then like that person will be stuck with me, you know, because I basically lied my way into their heart. But then I feel like then they meet.
That's like dating with masks on.
Yeah, which a lot of people do, I think.
And it's mad easy because you don't even see physically like what I look like.
Oh,
either.
yeah, exactly. So that means like the liar
Or like the one,
has
like the
a
Megan
higher-
Fox bitch.
Oh yeah, that was a
Like,
whole
come
one.
on, bitch, you lying.
She
And
fucked
what I
up
tell
that
you,
one.
after she said it, I was like,
He
he's
already
gonna
got
pick
his-
her because he thinks that bitch look kind of like Megan
'Cause
Fox.
who-
And I forgot it all.
Well, yeah, I think people they want to get married so bad they lie themselves through the pods and then they hope to get chosen, and then once they get to that room alone, all the shit just comes out because the insecurities start exploding, and then the other person starts picking up that you were probably bullshitting them, so now they're frustrated, and then before you know it, they break up.
You can have strong feelings and you can almost like think that you're like in love with somebody. I think you could truly find love when you come to the realization that through whatever type of argument or any like differing views or stuff like that you have, that you can still just like stick it out with somebody, because it's real easy. Like, tons of people too, they always say like, oh, like that's a red flag, that's a red flag, that's a red flag. Like, everything's a fucking red flag. Like, if you're never gonna have it.
But you don't think
Why are you staring at me like that? You hungry? The fuck? You never gonna have like any there's still shit I definitely do say, act, smell like that she get upset with.
smell like?
Yeah, a little bit. Trying to make you feel better. Cause you talk about how you stink. How you stink. But there's still things that she does that piss me.
Yeah, but you stick it through because the good is obviously worth more. But I also think we did a lot of work to get to where we are, and some people don't want to do the work, or they want it to be about themselves, and then it's like, fuck the partner.
Yeah.
You just gotta deal with me because this is the way I am, and that is it. When it's like, no, that person does not have to deal with you. And people forget that.
Yeah, because I am whatever I say I am. And if I wasn't, why would I say I am?
That's a song? This is what I deal with, guys. Alright.
You don't know this song?
I feel like I do, but
It's an Eminem song. Mad old.
I am when I say I am.
And if I wasn't, then why would I say I am?
What's
On
the name of that one?
every the way I am. Okay. Have tough conversations. Focus on your relationship. Yeah. Fall in love with one person.
Not two.
Humans are meant for monogamy. There's a dude, yo. Matter of fact, I seen this guy on Instagram. He got like 5 wives.
Oh, I could never.
And he has like 11 mixed kids. Somehow he got a big ass house too.
Do you think any of them are jealous?
I don't know. They probably like, fucking, I'm living good. Some people could deal with that.
That's so weird to me.
I don't think they really like love him though.
I don't think you can.
They probably like, oh, I like him enough, but I don't know. Cause if I was a girl, and I'm like, I want some dick, and I just see him like with some other bitch in my own house.
Yeah, I feel like.
And then what if one of your kids ends up liking one of the other moms?
Well, I thought you were gonna say that kid ends up liking one of the other siblings.
No, you fucking Dominican.
No primos.
Bro, no primos se prime mad quick, dude. Jesus Christ. I was just gonna say, what if he just... I'm thinking about this in like a family situation. You out here.
But the kids would end up with the mom?
No, I'm saying like, let's just say like if you, like, let's just say if I had like 5 wives and you were one of them, right? And we had a kid or two, and then one of our kids starts gravitating towards another bitch I have kids with.
Oh, how would that happen?
Because they all live in the same house. So what if you like, yo, my mom's a bitch, but that
I like
mom,
this mom,
she gave me the Oreos last night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
having to deal with the fact that your man has multiple people, now you gotta worry about your kid.
But they all live together.
They have a good support system.
I gotta find them, but I'll say this though.
They have one hell of a
he got
village.
5 wives, and they're all like 5s. Actually, lower than that. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
You seen that emoji?
Speaking of divorce. Alright, guys.
Let us know what you think. Can you love?
Yeah, leave a comment.
Can you love 2 people at once?
Oh, asking a whole question.
Or do you think that looks matter or not? Let's see who's lying.
Look, sure do matter.
With your pimple.
Yo, bro, look at my shit. I got the...
The alarm's going on.
Yeah, right. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed the
ramble.
lengthy rambling. Yeah, rambling.
Rambling.
I was born a rambling man.
Alright, I gotta go pee.
Trying to make a living.